Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Quiet Fight, episode 8. No guest today, but we want to talk about something that we're passionate about, and that's kind of finding our peace. I mean, like, what are we doing to make sure that we continue to get better? And, just because we've started a podcast talking about men's mental health doesn't mean we don't have bad days or we're stressed out or, something comes up and you need to figure out how to deal with it. And so I think that's kind of how this episode came out.
Yeah, for sure. And before I get into it, please like, follow, share, especially on Instagram. It supports us, gets the viewership out there. And yeah, why don't we dive into it and talk about our reset? Well, my reset specifically at the cabin.
Yeah, and I think that's a good place to start off because when I was kind of thinking about doing this, I met up with you at the lake.
Yeah.
And you were getting into a bunch of stuff that you kind of found out about resetting and relaxation and stuff. So, like, what did you find?
Yeah, so had the opportunity to head out to the lake with the family. So wife and 2 kids. Had some friends at the same lake, staying in a different cabin. And I didn't really know what to expect. I think when you go somewhere with kids, there's that expectation that it's going to be still stressful, but you go anyway because it's for the kids to make sure they get that experience, because they're going to have fun playing at the beach and going on a boat and all that sort of fun stuff. But you don't really think about how it's going to positively affect you. At least I never have, or never paid attention to it. And so I got a Garmin watch, tracks my sleep, tracks my stress level, tracks my HRV, heart rate variability, tracks my heart rate, all that sort of fun stuff. And I always listen to it. In the morning, I'll always open it up and see how I slept and stuff like that. And super interesting. And I know I showed you the day you got up there. So stress levels high. Head out to the lake late Friday night. I wake up Saturday morning, check my Garmin, and my stress level is plummeted. And I was like, okay, that could be cool. I slept great that night.
Yep.
Unexpectedly. I mean, cabin bed, not super comfortable, not my bed, but slept great. And but the other thing I noticed was my HRV went up, which is a good thing. And I was like, well, what the heck's that? I don't feel different, but it's something I was going to monitor throughout my vacation there. And yeah, since we left, it just kept, the stress level specifically kept plummeting, and HRV went back to my normal, which was amazing.
Why do you think that is?
Honestly, they talk about nature and its effects and vacation, and I probably wasn't on my phone as much as I normally am at home. I wasn't super plugged into the podcast or Instagram account. So I think that, but yeah, nature does have its calming effects on you, which is something I heard but didn't necessarily believe in.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's huge, and got to go golfing a couple times out there, which for me is super peaceful.
Yep.
And so yeah, just stuff like that. Going to the beach with the kids, watching them just have a blast. Watching my kids get more comfortable with the water, because that's something they haven't been comfortable with, and just watching them grow and be kids. It was amazing, and that's something I didn't really think about or put too much thought into previously.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you should get into grounding or something, like maybe just take your shoes off and you can go out into the lawn and just become one with nature. Maybe that's kind of the effect it's having on you.
Yeah, I probably won't do that, but yeah, it's definitely something we're going to do more often.
Yeah, and it was super cool. Like, historically, and this has come up even this year. Like, I don't really like going to the lake. I've never been a lake guy. And that's because all the memories that I have of going to the lake are negative.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we've talked about it with my dad and all that kind of stuff, but like the negative was, the lake was always chaos for me. So it really takes a lot of convincing myself that I need to go to the lake. And that's even with friends. Like, if someone just like pops off that question to me, I'm very, I don't know, I'm going to be busy kind of thing. Cause I have trauma that, I'm trying to deal with it, but I just, it's always kind of going to be there. And so the lake for me is kind of a trigger, a trigger for me.
Yeah.
But when you invited me out to the lake, I was like, no, we're going to be in the area anyways. I was down in Regina for a family event, and I don't have the tracking stuff on my watch like you do, but yeah, man, like the 2 days that I was up there, I immediately just felt way more relaxed and just more present, right? Like, we've been working on being present and being there for our family and friends and all that kind of stuff, and it was amazing. Like, watching, I don't have kids, but like watching your kids, have fun and play and seeing the family dynamic and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was just so healthy and positive. And it definitely had like a really good effect on me too, because I know my stress rate prior to coming to the lake was through the roof. It was absolutely through the roof, because I went to a family thing that was pretty big, where a bunch of people that I haven't seen in years, but many of them kind of knew about the podcast. They knew that I stopped drinking and that I came out as an alcoholic, and it was kind of awkward and stressful for me. And so, coming back to the lake, it was just nice to like get that reset, right?
Yeah, for sure. And so back to those, was it awkward for you, or did you feel that other people were awkward around you and like didn't know what to say or how to approach it?
You know what? I think it was probably both. I think I was definitely overthinking a lot of it too, because nobody was rude to me. Yeah. Right? Nobody was being condescending or asking me awkward questions. In that moment, it just felt like people were more maybe avoiding the question. Maybe they don't know how to approach it. Or maybe it's not as big of a deal as I'm making it out to be in my head. Yeah. Which is all good things. Yeah. Right? Because I have a tendency to kind of overthink things. But no, like there's nothing negative about the stuff that I went to that weekend. It was a very positive experience, and people had non-alcoholic drinks set up for me, specifically for me, which was very, very nice. And
thoughtful.
Very thoughtful, but not too many people asked about my issues with alcohol, which was nice, but I also think people don't know how to approach it. Yeah. But lots of people asked about the podcast and the mental health stuff. It was awesome, right?
Good.
So that was good. And then
it's crazy. So I had a revelation at the lake.
Okay.
And did I tell you about this? I don't know if I did or not. I told my wife definitely about it, I think. And it was when we were at that private beach there, and I was drinking all day, having a couple brews, and that night I got home and wasn't drunk, or didn't feel drunk, but felt like shit. And in the morning, I was kind of hungover, and I was like, why was I drinking beer all day? It didn't do anything for me. I was there with my family. All it did in the big scheme of things is just make me feel like shit. Yeah. And so that kind of gave me a different perspective on my alcohol consumption, and I definitely am going to take a step back. I'm 37 years old, and so alcohol has been a big part of my life since I was 16, 18 or whatever. And you go out with friends, you go with family, and you have a couple beers, and that's kind of just the way it's always been, and that's probably why I was doing that at the time. Yep. And at the end of the day, it's just it's not necessary for me. And it's funny because my HRV and my stress levels and stuff like that the next morning were shit. Why?
Yep.
Because of alcohol. And yeah, so there's definitely, for myself, I'm going to be more conscious of when I'm going to partake.
Yep.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah, that's super interesting, man. I mean, it is a poison, right?
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of people ask me. Well, I've had people ask like, "Well, are you gonna drink again?"
Yeah.
Or, "Hey, like, let's go meet up." Oh, you don't want to go to a bar? Let's go get a coffee. And it's like, it's hard to explain like the relationship that I have with alcohol right now.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I don't fault anybody who does drink. I think it's just a very normal thing. I just, I went pro drinking and now I'm retired. I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But I have no problem being around it or people drinking, all that kind of stuff. But somebody did ask me if I've had any issues with the thought of consuming, wanting to consume, need to consume. Because historically with me, alcohol was a coping mechanism. And just like I said at the start of this podcast, we're still going through stressful stuff, even though, we're talking about stressful things. So it's like, how do I cope? But someone asked me if I've had any issues with it so far, and I wouldn't say that I have. However, I will give an example of kind of what it's like. So prior to me coming to the cabin, I was at this massive get-together with family friends. It was a big party. Everybody was drinking. Everyone was getting drunk. Everyone was having a good time. There's nothing negative about it. But I was sober there, and I was doing my thing. And then right about 11 p.m. kind of happened.
Yeah.
And I saw how drunk everybody was. And lots of bad things have happened with my alcohol consumption, but a lot of good things, or, maybe not good, but like I've had some good memories about it.
Yeah.
And so it's 11 o'clock. I can see how drunk everybody is and they're all having fun. And I was with Kendra and I just kind of turned to her and I was like, I think we need to go. And she's like, oh, why? What's wrong? I'm like, nothing's wrong. But, I think my social battery is kind of worn out.
Mm-hmm.
In the past, that was me crushing some shots and, doing some Red Bull.
Yeah.
And right now, I don't need to have a drink, but I feel like this party would be a lot more fun if I was drunk. Yeah. And that's a super negative attitude, and I just don't want to be in it.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's a good choice on your part.
Yeah.
Recognizing that and
Yep.
And taking off.
Yep. So yeah, that's the only thing that's really come up with any of that stuff. But so far, so good. And the biggest coping mechanism I would say is doing the quiet fight. Right now, it's like, man, you and me talking into the camera and
talking to each other,
talking to the great guests that we've had, like the fantastic guests that we have.
Yeah. And
the people that have reached out to us that want to be on this show.
Yeah.
Man, like, I didn't think that, there was a huge need for mental health, but there is, right? Like, there is.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that point, like, I'll make this very clear, and I've said this in the past, I think, but, like, I wanted to do this podcast selfishly for myself, to get out of a hole, and I wasn't prepared for the necessity that it has become, and that has now caused some stress. Obviously, we need to be a lot more organized. We have to dot our I's, cross our T's, and all these people are reaching out, so we got to make sure we're getting back to them and organizing when we're going to have them on the show. And it's kind of gotten to the point, and we've talked about this, it's kind of gotten overwhelming.
In a good way.
In a good way, because I think it's important, right?
100%.
And we're passionate about it, and we want these conversations to continue. We want to help as many people as we can. But yeah, it's definitely taken a toll, I would say. And Something I wasn't prepared for. Like we got lots of big stuff coming up that we won't share yet. But
Like,
it's exciting.
Massive stuff.
Yeah. Overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Yeah, man, like I totally agree with you. We
Yeah.
talked about this other day. Thank you so much for the people that are listening and watching to this, and like coming out to speak with us, and buying coffee mugs and t-shirts and all that kind of stuff. Like it's been such a blessing, and it's been so massive and big, but again, it's added some stress, which is okay, because
stress.
it's good stress. We're
Yeah.
working on ourselves. We're trying to help other people, and this thing, the quiet fight, is getting bigger. And thank you so much for that. But we just need to learn how to organize a little bit better, right?
Social media and this type of thing wasn't in my wheelhouse.
Yep.
Obviously, people know what I do for a living,
Yep.
and this is all brand new, so it's new skills that I'm learning. I've never been a camera person. I've never, not on social media very much, which is terrifying.
Yep.
But because of the cause, it makes it worth it.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah.
And the stories that we've seen firsthand, some of the things that are happening in Canada for men's
Yeah.
mental health
Yeah, let's
are
talk
crazy
about that.
too. Like that mentel.ca, they've been huge for us, big supporters of what we're doing. Satch in Motion, who was just in Saskatoon, that was insane. Meeting him in person and his crew,
Yeah.
like every single person that is part of his group and doing what they're doing is it's incredible, man. And
If you're not following him on Instagram, and if you haven't
donated,
and stuff like that, like this guy is running
he's destroying his body.
ultra marathons every day. They switched it up now, so he's not doing 100 kilometers a day. They switched it up to ultra marathons a day, so that they have more time to have these conversations with people. Because it was from the start, like they were saying, it was just overwhelming, the amount of people who wanted to sit and talk and share stories and be vulnerable and stuff like that. So they did a little bit of a pivot, and I think that pivot's a really good thing, because we saw it here in Saskatoon. There was some crazy stuff that happened, and make sure you follow him, Satch in Motion,
Yep.
and see all the stuff that he's doing.
Yep. And like another shout out to the people working at Dad's
Yeah.
Organic Market, like how kind they were
Yeah.
to support that and like support us. And I mean, we can't get into the details of it right now, but there are some people that we need to shout out. They know who they are. If
Yeah.
you're watching this.
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was wonderful meeting you.
Yeah, it was incredible, and I'm getting goosebumps thinking about it. And
You cried a little bit. I saw that vulnerable side.
Yeah, a little bit of tears here and there. And if you're not following Satch, follow Satch, because he did a few interviews, not specifically with us, but those interviews were powerful. We got to watch them and witness it, and
Yep.
very powerful.
Yep. It's been good. In regards to what we were talking about, of it's becoming a little bit more stressful, but we're figuring out ways to handle it. People have been reaching out to us in regards to mental health and stress and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to do my own reflection on it too, because I was talking to Jason the other day about it.
Mm-hmm.
I have that addictive personality still in me, just because I'm working on myself. I'm not drinking anymore. It likes to poke its ugly head in different ways. And I was telling Jason, like, yeah, like I've been shopping like crazy. Like I just been buying clothes and shoes and all this kind of shit that doesn't matter. And it's because I was stressed out and I just wanted a dopamine hit, because purchasing something that I want and don't need feels good in the moment. And then the next day I wake up, I'm like, oh shit, I shouldn't have bought all this shit, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, we're human, and it's like, well, what can I do, to be better and not do that?
Yeah.
You were talking about doing the list thing.
Yeah.
It's like write down what you want and look at it 24 hours later, and if you don't
Yeah.
need
Put
it,
it in your
then-
cart.
Yeah.
Wait 24 hours. And if you still want it, then I guess buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, I'm working on that kind of stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been great. Like, like I would say right now, even coming on today, I haven't been in the best headspace, and I can talk a little bit about that. Like, obviously, there's highs and lows. I was riding a high for a long time, probably since the podcast started, but
Yep.
I think the low kind of came a couple days ago, and I'm sure lots of people will resonate with this. Like, I went to a gathering with a bunch of friends. Nothing different, nothing crazy. But I just felt off, and I didn't know what it was. Might have been the stress and the overwhelmingness with the quiet fight, but I don't know. I still don't know what it was. And anyways, I was at this party, and it started off okay, but then I just couldn't figure out why. I just felt like I just wanted to cry and just leave and just not be around. Just go in a hole. And it was frustrating. I ended up ghosting the party, so probably not the best decision, but it was weird. And it's stuck with me the last couple days. I haven't really been a super happy person at home. So yeah, I don't really know where I was going with this, but I mean, yeah, there's highs and lows, and right now I'm at a low, and I got to figure it out. Yeah, and kind of go from there. Not exactly sure what it is.
Yep.
Don't really understand why I was feeling shitty when I was around people I love and care about. It just kind of hit me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's okay, man. I was also at this party. And me and Jason are around each other so often, right? We work together, all that kind of stuff. I kind of know when something's off. I knew something was off, right? Old Dylan, before doing all this work, I wouldn't have asked you what was wrong, but the next day I did ask you, hey,
Yeah.
I noticed that you seemed off, right? What's going on? And we've talked about that in other episodes. Sometimes all you need is someone to say something and recognize it. I recognized it, and I brought it up, and I definitely wouldn't have brought it up prior to that. And I think that's based on the work that we've been doing for ourselves and doing the podcast thing.
Yep.
But man, it's just normal. Like, it's normal. And
That's
like, I too, the last couple days, I've definitely been feeling like a low spot, like a slump. I don't know what it is either. I think that it's just that there's so much going on right now, and we're new to a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
It's scary.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess I feel kind of scared. I'm scared.
So,
I'm excited, but I'm scared. And because of that, my anxiety increases.
Yeah.
Right? And I would say it's more anxiety than anything. Right?
And like, so how do you plan on getting out of it? Like, what are some strategies that you plan to put in place to try and get out of that?
For me, it's going to have to be going back to basics and just slowing things down. So I am feeling very overwhelmed. I feel unorganized a little bit, and just scared about, how much is going on and how big this is actually getting. I'm also excited too, but because there's so much, I just really need to focus my attention on the things that really matter.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, I love you guys. I love the podcast, but I got to worry about myself and my home.
Yeah.
So number one, that's got to be taken care of, right?
Yeah.
And then number two, for me getting back to basics is I need organization and I need structure in my daily routine. I'm really good at doing my getting my fitness and all that kind of stuff in. And that helps with anxiety and it makes me feel better. But the basics for me is journaling.
Yeah.
Right. And so my journaling stuff, I'm still doing my journaling every day. but it was starting to get
Dropped off.
dropped off a little bit. Like it was going from massive paragraphs to, you know, a 2-sentence paragraph, right? And so those are kind of the basics for me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what I need to do to kind of continue. And I really enjoy like planning my next day, like just kind of making sure like, hey, this was a good day, did my journaling. What does tomorrow look like? Mm-hmm. So like for me, it's organization. Yeah. I just need to be organized, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's big.
Because I don't do very good with like stuff just getting like popped on me. I've never been good at that, and I don't like it. Yeah. Like if someone's like, hey, can you come do this? And I was not ready for it. I'm very like, I don't really want to.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way, for sure.
But yeah, that's kind of how I feel. How about yourself?
Yeah, so it's been a change now with summertime. We don't have daycare, so it's kids at the home all the time.
Yeah, and you're busy, right? Like
yeah. Well, anybody with kids knows. I mean, kids are busy. Love them to death, but you still need to find something for yourself. And since they've been home, I haven't really found a way to do that for myself. So we'll see. Like running was put on hold because I got the kids are at home all the time, and I'd feel guilty going to do that when they're at home because I love them so much. But I know that it's going to make me feel better and make me present when I am home. So I got to organize it better.
Yep.
And find a time where I can do that. Because in the long run, it's going to help the family at home if I'm in a better headspace. Yep. So running or working out, whatever that outlet is, maybe a golf. I'd say golf, but that's 4 hours long. So my wife probably doesn't like that every day.
Yep.
So probably a run. Try and run or work out a day. And I think that will go a long way with my attitude and my behavior.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I just think, man, it's natural. It's normal to go through a low point. The biggest difference that I can see as your friend is that you're talking about it. Mm-hmm. I wasn't scared to ask you if something was wrong, right? Because prior to that, I don't know if maybe scared is the term, but I didn't want to have that uncomfortable conversation. But now
it's not uncomfortable.
It's not uncomfortable because we've been talking about it. Mental health fucking matters.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So, and you opened up to me. You're absolutely fine talking about it, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's what we need. That's what this is about, because men don't cry, right?
Yeah.
I've seen you cry like 200 times.
Okay, calm down.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, you know what I mean though? Like you can have those conversations. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah. For sure.
But we should do some shout outs for some big events that we're going to be attending.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have the dates on your phone?
I'll find them
if we just look up DJ Stockholm and Bear With Me Running.
You betcha.
And so 3 events that we're going to be a part of here are super massive for the community. So we have DJ McGrath's 3-on-3 hockey tournament.
The Mental Health
Classic. And what date is that again?
Yeah, I almost have it here. It's beginning of August. It's coming up August 9th and 10th at Millis Belcher.
Okay. So we're going to be there. There's going to be a bunch of different vendors there as well. And it's going to be a great thing. So if you can somehow make your way over there on that day, or even just check out his page, it would be great, and it would help a lot. The second one that we'll be doing that's coming up is the @Bear With Me Running on Instagram. And they're doing a fitness festival in August, I believe.
Yeah, August 24th at Diefenbaker Park. You can check out his page, Bear With Me Running, YXE.
Yep.
If you want to run, $20 to go in the running events, and then general admission's free. So if you want to come and check it out, I think they're gonna have a bunch of stuff set out.
Oh, it's gonna be an all day event, and they have like a last man standing event where you run. I think you run like 6K every hour, whatever your time is. That's your rest break, and they're just gonna keep going until there's one last man standing. So that's going to be pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
And then the third one.
Yeah, third one, Stockholm Warriors Golf Tournament. This is being held September 5th. It's a 4-person scramble at Warman Legends Golf Club. Raffle prizes, supper included. Yeah. So we will be there. All those proceeds go to Citadel Canine Society, PTSD Service Doghound Pound Fund. So good cause.
Well, huge, man. Yeah. So all 3 of these events are mental health events.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is going to be great. I know that because the community itself is amazing. We've had nothing but love and support. And so that's kind of what's coming up here. And then we have a lot of guests scheduled to come on. We're going to keep it a secret right now, but secret squirrel it. But it's going to be big, I think. It's going to be powerful.
Yeah, I think we'll have 4 or 5 in the next 4 and 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. Yeah.
So we're going to be doing lots of recording and stuff like that. So can't wait to share that with you as well. And remember, we got some merch here. So we got shirts, we got hoodies, we have stickers coming in, we have patches, and we got coffee mugs as well.
Yeah. So if you want clothes, go to Busy Ferns website. That's where you can buy the clothes. If you want a mug or a patch or stickers, just send us a DM and we can hook you up.
Yep. So, I think that's about it, hey?
That's it for today.
Just a quick one.
Yeah.
A quick 32-minute. Right
good.
on. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening, watching. We appreciate it. We're going to be back soon with a guest. So don't stay silent. Thank you very much.